there, gamers all around. Welcome, welcome. And we're into niche, geneticals survival game. Where we're back at it. Sandbox mode. I was about to completely mess up my intro, but hey, you know, here's. I have 36 members. In this episode, I start to realize that maybe I have too many creatures in my tribe. So here I am. I'm just looking at the genes, making sure everybody is good to go. I'm making sure they don't have any bad genes. I noticed that Liquor, she has hemophobia gene, so I try to get rid of that, or you know, breeding that out by putting in the mutations of normal blood clotting. Of course, it's not like it's only 50% chance of mutation. It's a 50% shot that maybe her offspring will have hemophobia versus the the normal blood clotting. So it's not like 100% unless you put in both slots normal blood clotting. Then of course it's going to be 100% chance. But since it's only a mutation, it's a 50-50 shot. It doesn't guarantee anything. So here I am, I'm just mating, trying to make sure that the gene gets passed on. I'm trying to mess around with the genes, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to do several things. Since this is sandbox mode, and I changed around with the settings, I want to see what other genes are available, what they look like in the game. So, here I am, I'm looking to making sure that, there's nothing bad in the genes, like there's not short sight and eyesight, and then I put in the eyes, and then here I am just picking a random gene and throwing it in the mutations menu, or throw it in the mutations in general. I think I chose the wing in this one. And the only reason why I did that double wing mutation, the only reason why I did that is because the creatures in this game, they cannot and will not fly if they only have one wing, which makes sense. You need two wings to fly. You need two wings on both sides. Here I am looking at the skills, and I notice that, she's very strong. She has 6 strength and 3 fishing strength, or fishing ability. Here I am just trying to clear out some grass so no Barrienas would sneak up on us. There was a time, I don't know if it was in this video or just when I was playing on my own, but a Barriena snuck up on us because there's grass all over the place, all over the island, and it almost killed me. So yeah. Alright, so here I am, just making sure that all the young ones move out of the nest and they're able to move. I don't think I realized that I had more than enough tribe members or creatures in my tribe until the very end. Cause right now I'm thinking, oh, it's fine. I have plenty of food. It's true. I have plenty of food. I just didn't think about it. I have over 25 creatures in my tribe. This is sandbox mode, so I'm just experimenting here. Taking a look at the strength of, the offspring, and seeing, if there's any mutations. I noticed that I did put in mutations in her. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so I want to be like a strong beast. Barriena snout with spiky body, Melicronus horns on top of the Barriena snout, and some wings, which I thought was going to be a beast of a creature. The wing might be one wing because, it's not in both slots. I need to either mate with somebody who has the wing in the inactive gene, or has a wing in general, to be able to make it positive. or not positive, but you know, higher chance of getting the wing gene. Anyways, here I am just looking around. I mean, this is not a very fun episode. I'm looking around at the strength and the fishing and whatnot, and I'm making sure that you know, the tribe members, the creatures, they actually have the water breathing ability, like the water body, like I'm supposed to. Here I am, I don't have fishing skill, but here I am, just looking around, making sure, you know, everybody, or you know, I make sure that somebody has at least a water body or something before I go in the water, because like this island requires your creatures to have a water body of some kind in order to survive. And here I am just looking around at the genes. I saw he had a blind eye in his genes, so I decided to try to mutate that out. And I noticed he had a lean body or a toxic body. Then I was thinking, okay, we need a water body because this is you know, chain of islands. But then I remembered, I was thinking to myself, I don't want water body because I don't want like the same old. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's try armored body and see what that looks like. You know, because I haven't had a chance to look at that, and I think I was just looking at the genes, and then I was picking the eye because I saw something. I saw blind eye or short-sighted eyesight, or again, something like that. So there's a 50-50% shot on both parents' side that their mutation would have been just normal eyes, but 100% chance that they're gonna have normal eyes because it's in both parents. So, I mean, that's where my logic comes in, is like, both parents has at least one of the same genes, and the 50-50% chance of a mutation is 100% chance. Then here I am, I'm looking at Tabby again. I'm making, you know, I'm looking at her, you know, and then I notice that she has a fishing tail. So then I go into the family tree menu to take a look at her fishing tail, and I actually, you know, thought it was very clever that I called her Tabby last time, because I didn't notice. I mean, maybe I did see it, but, you know, sometimes I can be unobservant, and I think that, you know, that was one of those times that I didn't realize that she had a fishing tail, and I found it kind of ironic that I called her Tabby. I mean, I know why I called her Tabby, because she reminds me of a tabby cat, but you know, I didn't notice that she also had a fishing tail, which, you know, is a close resemblance of a cat's tail, in a way, kind of, sort of. I mean, depending on how you look at it. From like a drawing aspect, drawing angle, yeah. From like an artistic point of view, drawing a fishing tail, just in general, definitely is representative of a cat's tail in my mind, because I'm an artist. That's, you know, it's what I would have done. But I was drawing on hand, just, you know, for reference points, or even just off the top of my head, you know, I draw a fishing tail, you know, to be a cat's tail, you know. And here I am, just, you know, looking, and just making sure, you know, everybody's genes are good, and, you know, that they're, and passing on genes to the next, you know, next offspring and whatnot. I don't realize that my number is getting a little too large. I mean, I have 891 food items. I have plenty of food, because I didn't know that you could start off with 1,000 food items. Thank you, settings, or SandBox settings. But I kind of consider that cheating. So this might be actually the last video of SandBox mode, just because I feel like it's cheating. Here I am, I see the leech over right next to the poor creature's tail. So then I decide to attack it before it latches on. You know, and then I try to, you know, swim further. So this might be the last video of the SandBox mode, just because I don't like cheating, and I feel like I'm cheating. And so yeah, this might be the last episode of the SandBox mode, just because, you know, I figured SandBox mode could be practicing for the story mode, not, oh, by the way, you can go in the settings like you could in Don't Starve, and you can change the settings to make the game easier. Because to me, that's cheating. And I don't have a very positive opinion. I'm not very optimistic on cheating. That's in general. That's just me. That's just my opinion. It's just, you know. So, anyways, enough of that. Before I go off onto a tangent that's not even about the game, but so, you know, there's this creature over here, Venom. I called him Venom. That wasn't the given name. I called him Venom. That's off screen. But, you know, I called him Venom because I thought he was cute. And I saw the Venom fangs, and I'm like, oh, well, he's adorable. So I thought, you know, why don't I call him Venom? You know, to represent, and I didn't realize that, you know, Prito had the water body all this time. So I basically had him walking on the beach for no reason. So, yeah. Here I am. This is when I start looking at my tribe numbers, and I see 42 tribe members, and I'm just like, this is getting a little too crowded. And then it bumps up to 46 because I had everybody mate. And I'm just like, okay, I gotta slow down on mating for a while. So here I am. Here I am. I click on, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I move her next to Printo on the other side, because Printo saw there was a little digging at the bottom, feeding at the bottom option that you could do in the water, so that's why I had her come on over and dig it up, because she had the platypus beak. And then over here I see plenty, and I mean plenty, of feeding at the bottom options. And then here I am with, you know, I have Maria, I think that's how you pronounce it, Maria, with the platypus beak. You know, and this is when I noticed that, like, I have too many creatures right now. It's getting a little too crowded. And here I go, I'm just letting everybody collect grass. Just trying to remove grass so that way no Barrienas would sneak up on us. I mean, we would outnumber the Barriena from 46 to 1, maybe 2 if there's, you know, a baby, but the baby is friendly and we can tame it by giving it like 3 pieces of food, which isn't a lot because, I mean, given the fact that I have like 840 food items. So here I go and send Tabby over there. Yeah, take a look over here because I hear the screaming and screeching, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, who's over there? But of course I can't see anything yet because I'm not over on that island. Here I am. I think that I click on the baby, and then I realize that I didn't click on the baby and that I clicked on the mother. So here I am trying to bring the mother back, and she can't go more than 2 steps. And I didn't see that before. So I got a little irritated while playing the game. but now editing the video and voiceovering it, I see that, and now I think of myself as like the world's biggest dummy. So, you know, I move Papa off the nest, and then I move Papa back on the nest to protect the little twins, fraternal twins, it looks like, brother and sister, because, you know, I don't want birds flying in the air thinking that it's a free meal, or they are a free meal. And then this, you know, female, I saw that she had a platypus beak with nimble fingers, and I thought, hey, she would be great to mate with somebody. And then I was thinking, hey, she'd be great to mate with the male with the fish goal, like Konderker, something like that, or Nanu. Nanu doesn't have gills though. So, and here I am being a dummy, not realizing that I already have 46 members, still mating. And, you know, I'm mating very sparingly though. I'm not mating everybody like I used to. I only mated with I only had 2 members mate, maybe 3 members, but I didn't have everybody mates because I was trying to mate sparingly, if that makes sense. And, you know, here's this blind creature. It's at the end of his life. And then I took a look back at his lifespan. Then I realized that, you know, oh yeah, this was the game that I cheated on in the settings. So I think that this might be the last video of the SandBox mode version, at least for right now, just because I kind of don't like cheating. So, you know, I'm going to refrain from cheating because it kind of ruins the surprise, you know. And then I realized that he Kern something had the water body, so it's like I sent him all to the water, you know. So then here I am, and just trying to protect the little babies. Oh, here I am looking around. I think we can skip this part. Oh yeah, now finally I decide, you know what, I'm going to try to get off of this island. This chain of islands, more specifically. So here I am, I send the babies out first. I mean, I send some adults too. Just that way I can have some form of protection of like, okay, so here's some adults right by the babies. You know, so I was thinking, okay, so let's protect the babies. And then here I am trying to do that, and here I am. I finally get rid of the nest because I have like 49 creatures, and you know I have, you know, so you know I'm just trying to move on out. Finally, after ages of mating, when I should have kept going or moving on, even though if I had, you know, the objective of the game is to survive and collect enough food for, you know, your members and whatnot. So here I am, I'm just trying to, you know, make it to the other side of the chain of the island so I can swim across to the other side. And then this is when I realized that I again went into the settings to change the settings of the age of like the timelines for like the creatures. And I'm trying to catch a rabbit and he ran away. But anyways, so like I realized that the adults live over 100 days, and I feel really stupid because like I realized that I could have I could have left sooner. I don't know why I didn't, but I could have left sooner. And that like I would have been fine, like even with the creatures that don't have the ability to breathe underwater, they would be fine because like their lifespan is like a long time. So that gives me more of a buffer time to find stuff like healing plants. Even if they were like underwater, sea breathing, healing plants. Like I would have had a lot of buffer time to heal or find like healing plants that helps me heal. And I feel really dumb that I didn't try to move on out immediately because I didn't, like, I supposedly I forgot that I could just move on because I have a long lifespan, and here I am trying to collect food because I realize that, you know, there's lots of food down here that, you know, you can dig up. And this is the last day that I play, by the way. So, you know, I find it kind of funny that I didn't think about that when I first started the game. So, yeah. Anywho, I think this, you know, is gonna be, like, for reals, gonna be the last, like, episode that I play in SandBox mode for right now. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna play story like SandBox mode again. No, I'm not saying that. I'll start over in story mode because I messed up in story mode. There's one small detail that I forgot in story mode that's actually important, and that had to do with the home island gene. But anyways, so you know, the next, you know, Mondays are niche. Mondays are niche, so you know that's why I'm playing this, because it's Monday, and I like niche. Anyways, so, you know, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed your day. Have a great week. Though, just because it's Monday, don't be bogged down just because it's Monday. I know it's Monday, and hang in there, guys. It's not that bad. It's not. Enough of all that. Alright, so, alright. Just gathering my tribe members on the other side, getting ready for a big swim. But I'll probably do that off screen, because, you know, I said this was the last video, so that'll be true to my word. Thank you guys for choosing to watch this video or episode, whatever, however way you want to say it. Over and out.
I tried to give away all I had. My mind was full of my mistakes. I've been too fragile through my life, and I'm missing you so bad. Don't know if I should call you back. You know it's getting dark inside my head. I feel there's something that is stopping me now.
Over and out.